Hey y'all, welcome to Nat and Grace Revelations. This is Tarot Tia. This is going to be a reading for Virgo. I'll try to keep these brief, may or may not resonate, but I do offer personal readings and a link to the site is in the description. Somebody has like a gun to the back of their head, y'all. I started Virgo reading, I actually finished Virgo's reading and I just didn't upload it. And I was called to just, I don't know, just redo the reading, I guess. But in my opinion, it seems like somebody, Maya, it's like Myers, they have like a gun to the back of their head because they're being forced to tell the truth. You know, this person thought they were going to continue to slither around somebody, snake around somebody, and somebody is grabbing this person, almost like, say, if you grab them by the back of the shirt or the back of the head or whatever, and like forcing them out. Like, you're not about to continue to lie like this or play these games, or a situation where domestic violence like that is a really big factor. But it's a big factor because this person is being a snake and spying on people, like being a weirdo. So I think their hand is being forced to tell the truth about the shit that they're doing, you know, how messy that they are. So I think it's a situation where this person feels threatened or forced to tell a secret, but this secret is tied into how jealous that they are, how aggressive that they really are, especially if Jamel is a factor in this equation. They're jealous as fuck. They're aggressive as hell. They're stalking somebody, and the secret is coming out. Especially if somebody like drives like an Oldsmobile, any form of an Oldsmobile. They're stalking somebody, and I heard she drives a Cadillac truck. Janelle, Chanel. So whatever is going on here, I think this person has been continuously spying on somebody with the help of their family members or friends, or this is like a gang stalking situation to where this person is being watched. But they're being watched by people that have familiar faces. So it's like these people may have familiar faces, but they're like informants. Okay. They work for like a federal agency or something. So it just so happens that, you know, your family, friends, associates, or old classmates, old coworkers, whatever, work for the fucking DEA. They are agents. Okay. And now if the shoe is on another foot, again, somebody is the ringleader, the puppeteer, okay, at the top. And they have all of these people spying on somebody, stalking and harassing them. She, but they're doing it because they're competitive and narcissistic. So it's like, you mean to tell me you got all your family and friends stalking this person and watching this person? You know, like you have people surveilling them and keeping tabs on them and tracking them and following them around and everything else. They sure do. They sure do. And I think Deja, I think this is about to get extremely uncomfortable because the puppeteer, okay, has been anonymous the whole time. Nobody has known who the ringleader was in this situation, who started this, you know? Even if this was, say, a rumor that got started and it spread, and that's what led to these people start, Leia, they start stalking and spying like this. The apology is about to come in, but it's a forced apology. Especially if Bray is a factor in this equation. Bree, they all are stalking and harassing somebody, and this potentially has led to them breaking down, like going through a mental health crisis or an issue where they try to say that this person has mental health issues and they're delusional, they're hallucinating, they're making this stuff up. No, they're not, Virgo. Megan, they're stalking and harassing somebody along with their peers. And it's very uncomfortable. Marika, they're stalking and harassing somebody along with their peers. And I think Desmond, I think Desing, and Design. And I think the truth about it is coming out because it's really strange, you know, especially if there's a Christian, Krista, Christine, Krishan, Krisa, anything like that. That's a factor in this equation. They're stalking somebody along with all of their family and friends, and they'll be forced to apologize for it. But again, it's not because they're not apologizing because they want to. They're not apologizing by choice. They're apologizing because they're being threatened. You know, like, you going to apologize or else. You going to acknowledge this shit or else. You going to do something about this or else. This is a threat. You know, I think this person is understanding that their life will be jeopardized. Their safety, their freedom, whatever this is, will be jeopardized if they don't admit that it was them having this sucker attack back here. Especially if there's a Chris. That's a factor in this equation. Somebody is mad as fuck at this individual. Especially if Mats, anything like that is a factor in this equation. They are mad as fuck. Sequisha, Zakia, anything like that. Zuki. They were obsessed with somebody to the point that they've been tracking them and preying on them. Davion. And again, it's just like, so now what? Soup. Let these bitches go to jail. Shit. Like, because it's weird as fuck. Like, I could understand if there was mutual beef or something like that here, but these people were literally just evil eyeing somebody. And they started stalking and harassing them because they could outnumber this person. You know what I mean? So it's like, oh, it's more of us than there is of you. So they attacked them together, or attempted to attack them together, especially if there's a Heather that's a factor in this equation. I heard you're corny. Dog. It just feels like someone's level of attractiveness, okay, was a big driving force in this situation. Someone being very, very ugly, very unattractive, was the driving force behind the hate that they felt in this equation. It wasn't nothing else. It was because they feel ugly, or because they feel that something or somebody that they're attached to is ugly and unattractive. So I'm going to make your life miserable because you look pretty, you look handsome, you look cute, or your kids are, your child or children are. And I'm jealous as fuck of that. Period. Aubrey, that's what I heard. This is a psychopath. And they're going to be forced to apologize because they're a fucking psychopath. Like I said, how do they know where this person lives? How do they know where they work? How do they know details about this person's life in any type of way? How would they know where they go to school? How would they know? You feel me? How would they know? Say your kids' names. Like, I tell you all the time. Like, I had seen a bitch I haven't seen in years. And she was like, oh, you had a baby, right? Like, how the fuck would you know that? We don't follow each other on social media. And this bitch supposedly hated me up until that day. You get what I'm trying to say? Like, last time I seen you, I thought it was up and it was stuck. But now you know that I got a baby and everything. Like, bitch, like, I ain't on Facebook and shit like that. So how the fuck would you possibly know that I had a baby if I ain't seen you? If my baby 2 and I ain't seen you in possibly 4 or 5 years. Like, get the fuck out of here, bitch. Like, that's weird as fuck. That mean y'all bitches is still connected to me in some type of way and trying to keep tabs on my life in some type of way, period. Or are keeping tabs on my life. You feel me? Like, weird as fuck. Like, random motherfucker I see move back to the neighborhood. Oh, I always had a big pit. Like, I always had a really big pit. And I wound up taking in a rescue. Like, I found this dog. So she wasn't my dog. I just took her in. You feel me? Until I found somewhere for her to go or found her owner or something. And seen him. Like, you feel me? The dog was only here for a few months, you know, and like, oh, you got a little dog too now, don't you? Like, what the fuck? This dog been gone for a few years now. So how the fuck would you have even known that I had a small dog, bro? Like, you weren't living over here or nothing. Like, how the fuck do you know details about my life, you know, that are tied into my household if I'm not connected to nobody that you fuck with? Because I don't fuck with nobody. You get what I'm trying to say? Like, these people are weird as hell. They're weird as fuck, Virgo. And that's what's happening. These people are spying on somebody in their personal life and trying to pretend that they know details about this person's personal life, or trying to get details about this person's personal life through somebody that is so fucking jealous of them that they don't even understand this person is lying. You know, like, so especially if there's a Ray, that's a factor in this equation. Like, stop letting this hating ass bitch dictate who this person is or try to paint a picture of who this party is, because they're a liar. Especially if there's a Shauna, Shayna, Sheena, Shanae. That's a factor in this equation. This is a lying ass bitch that wants somebody to be perceived as weak as they are because they're a weak ass bitch who got left behind by the same person that they're talking shit about. Period. Nisha, thank you so much.